we have the word accommodation. So this is the word accommodation. Accommodation is like a room or or a place for you to live. If you go traveling, you need to find an accommodation for yourself. And for example, you travel to Dalat and you want to and you want to stay. You want to stay in Dalat for one night. You need to rent a hotel. So a hotel is called an accommodation. Or if you don't want to rent a hotel, you want to live in a house, you will rent a house. And house is an accommodation. So accommodation is a place to live. And here we have hotels, rooms, apartments, flats, all right? These kinds of buildings are called accommodation. So here, Mr. Wei, what kind of accommodation do you want for yourself, Mr. Wei?
Uh, I am I will rent the house.
Very nice. Okay, you say that you will rent a house. You will rent a house. And here, Mr. Wei, how long is the renting contract, Mr. Wei? How long is your renting contract? When we rent something, we need to sign a contract. So my question here is how long do you sign a renting contract? How long is your renting contract, Mr. Wei? How long is it?
I renting a contract. I signed the renting contract 2 years.
Very nice. Okay. You say that you signed the contract for 2 years. You signed the contract for 2 years. And here, how do you pay for your how do you pay for your rent? How do you pay for the rent, Mr. Wing?
I pay I pay seven uh, seven 700 700 dollar.
You pay $700. But here I'm asking about how. How do you pay for the rent? Which means which method, which payment method do you choose to pay for the rent? It's about the payment method. Payment method, Mr. Wing. Payment method. All right. So here, payment method can be cash, can be okay. Payment method is cash, or payment method is all right. Something is accommodation. And here we are talking about the payment method. The payment method, okay, if you want to ask about payment method, you're going to use the word how. How do you pay for your rent? It means, do you pay for your rent by cash? Sorry, in cash. Do you pay for your rent, okay, by credit card? Or you pay for your rent by bank transfer? So how do you pay for your rent, Mr. Wei? How do you pay for your rent?
I pay by I pay by I think I pay by the cash.
Very nice. Okay, you will pay by cash. You pay by cash, all right? And here, Mr. Wei, if you say you pay by cash, do you know your landlord? Who is your landlord, Mr. Wei? Who is your landlord? Landlord is a person who okay who landlord is a person who has rooms for rent, and you rent a room from this person. This person has a house and he doesn't use his house, and he puts his house, for rent. So that is called a landlord. All right. We have the word landlord. Landlord is the owner. For example, you can say landlord is the owner of the house. If you rent a house, landlord is the owner of the house. If you rent a room, landlord is the owner of the room. So, do you know? Your landlord. Have you met your landlord, Mr. Wei?
Um, I think I am I I stay with the landlord.
Oh, you think that you will stay with the landlord, all right? So here, Mr. Wei, okay, Mr. Q, all right, Mr. Q. So, okay. So here, Mr. Wei, all right, you say that you will stay, okay, you will live with the landlord. And what about eating? What about eating and drinking? If you want to eat something, how do you, okay, how do you cook food? And how do you cook for yourself, Mr. Wei? How do you cook for yourself?
Uh, I I will cook for myself.
Yeah, you said that you will cook for yourself, but you live with a landlord. So do you share the same kitchen? Do you guys share the same kitchen? Does the landlord share his kitchen with you, Mr. Wei?
They will share with me.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So the landlord will share, okay, will share his kitchen with you. All right. So here, all right. This is the airport of Canada. All right. It is very beautiful. And what do you want to do first when you come to Canada, Mr. Wei? What do you want
Uh,
first?
I come to Canada to work.
Very nice. Okay. You say you come to Canada to work. And do you know the address of your accommodation, Mr. Wei? Where is your accommodation? Where is your accommodation, Mr. Wei?
Uh, I uh, I am I don't remember address.
Oh, you don't remember the address. Okay. I think that you should try to memorize the address because people at the airport are gonna ask you about the address of your accommodation. So here, Mr. Wei, is the restaurant near your boss' house? Is the restaurant near your boss' house, Mr. Wei?
Uh, the restaurant near the boss house.
All right, and how far is the restaurant from your boss' house? How far is it from your boss' house?
Um, I drive motorbike uh, six 6 minutes.
Okay, so you said that you will drive okay the motorbike for 6 minutes to get to the restaurant from.
Yes.
Very good, right? Very good. Here, Mr. Wei, uh, Canada, okay, it's very is Canada is freezing. It's freezing. Can you drive a motorbike in Canada? Can you,
Uh, Now Canada is freezing.
yeah.
So uh, I uh, I I must make a hot motorbike.
Oh, you said that Canada is freezing. So what do you do with your motorbike, Mr. Wei? What do you do with your
Uh,
what do you do with
I return the motorbike
you return the motorbike, but who do you
to hot
oh
and I just drive.
you just drive, but what kind of vehicle do you drive, Mr. Wei? What kind of transport do you drive? What vehicle do you
Uh,
work?
I choose um, I choose I choose a car.
Very good, you choose a car. And here, Mr. Wei, do you plan to buy good cars to go to work in Canada, or you will rent a car, or you will borrow a car? So what transport will you equip yourself when you come to Canada, Mr. Wei? What transport will you equip? equip for yourself when you come to Canada. We have the word equip. Equip somebody with something. For example, you can say that I equip myself, right, with a laptop because I work on the laptop and I work on computers. So I have to equip myself with a laptop. Equip, it means trang bị cho, trang bị ai cái gì, trang bị ai với cái gì. All right. So here, Mr. Wade, what do you equip yourself when you come to Canada? Do you think of buying a car or borrowing a car from your boss, Mr. Wade?
Question nữa teacher.
Do you think of buying a car or borrowing a car from your boss? Do you think about buying a car or borrowing a car from your boss, Mr. Wade? We have the word like
Borrow.
buy and borrow. We'll have action verb buy, and then we have an action verb like borrow, borrow, okay, borrow, more. So do you think about buying a car or borrowing a car? Borrow có nghĩa là mượn trong tiếng Anh. And here we have the word
Okay.
borrow, rent in English. So what about you, Mr. Wade? What will you equip? What will you equip for yourself? Will you equip yourself with
Oh,
buying a car or
I am I am now I don't know because I must uh, apply uh, for driving and national driving license.
very good, right? Now, you have to apply. You have to apply for the international driving license. How do you pay for this license course, Mr. Wade? How do you pay for your international driving license course?
Uh, I don't know. I will check out.
Oh, very nice. All right. So here, Mr. Wade, okay. Um, do you have a driving license in Vietnam? Do you have a driving license in your country? Do you have,
I have Vietnamese driving license.
yeah, you have a Vietnamese driving license. And how long? How long do you spend on studying the international driving license course in Canada, Mr. Wade? How long does it take you to study this kind of driving license in Canada?
I don't know.
You don't know? And here,
Yes.
where but first, you come to Canada, and then, you are gonna live with your boss. And does your boss arrange a place for you to live, Mr. Wade? Does your boss arrange a place for you to live? Does your boss arrange a place for you to live? The boss
Uh,
has a house and
yes. My boss rent the room for me.
your boss will rent a room for you. But here is the room inside your boss house, or your boss will go somewhere and rent a room for you, Mr. Wade. Is
The room inside the house, the boss house.
very nice, okay. The room is inside the boss house. All right, Mr. Wade. Okay, so here you have your room. Okay, so what about salary? What about working policy? You work at the restaurant and you work for him. And does he register for any kinds of working insurance, Mr. Wade? Does your boss register for any kinds of working insurance for you? Does your boss register for any kinds of working insurance for you? Rather register,
Uh,
register.
yes, my boss register for insurance for me.
Very good. We'll have something like working insurance on here, okay? So what about flying? You fly to Canada, you fly to Canada. And before you fly to Canada, do you purchase a traveling insurance, Mr. Wang? Before you fly to Canada, do you purchase? We have the word purchase, which means buy. We don't pronounce like purchase. We pronounce this word like purchase. So do you purchase or do you purchase a traveling insurance before you fly to Canada, Mr. Wei? Do you purchase a traveling insurance before you fly to Canada?
Travel.
Yeah. So we have the word like traveling insurance. If you want to travel from this place to another place,
Or just I don't need to buy. I don't need to uh, purchase the traveling insurance
yes,
because my my employment contract I receive traveling insurance.
yes, all right. Your employment contract will cover will cover the traveling insurance cover. We have the word cover or include in English. Okay, Mr. Wei, and here, this is a plan to Canada, and this is the airport in Canada. So who will pick you up at the airport, Mr. Wei? Who will pick you up at the international airport? Who?
Uh, my boss pick me up.
Very good. Your boss picks you up. And when you land at the airport, how do you contact your boss, Mr. Wang? How do you contact your boss when you arrive at the airport? How do you contact your boss when you arrive at the airport? How do you contact your boss? How do you call him? Do you because okay you have a phone, but in Vietnam we have a Vietnamese phone service card. And if you go to the international country, you have to buy, okay? You have to buy a phone, okay? An international phone service card so that you will be able to connect your phone to the Wi-Fi of the international network, or you can call your friends, your relatives, or your brothers, or get your friends in Canada. So here, when you land at Canadian airport, will you buy, okay, how do you connect, okay, how do you connect your boss? And if you want to connect your boss, you should buy, okay, a phone on international phone service card. We have the word international phone service card. All right. This international phone service card will will okay, provide you international network, okay, or the internet. If you want to use the internet, if you want to connect your phone to the internet, you have to buy, okay, you have to buy the international phone service card. Or if you want to call, okay, if you want to call, call your boss, all right, on the phone. You don't want to use Facebook to call your boss. You don't want to use, okay, Instagram to call your boss. You don't want to use, all right, Zoom to call your boss. You just want to call your boss on the phone. So if you want to call somebody on the phone, you need to buy phone service card. That is the SIM card in Vietnam. So here, will you buy the international phone service card after you land at okay, Canadian, all right, Canadian airport, Mr. Wei? What?
When I am I connect with my boss. Uh, I will use uh, uh, international network
Yeah, you really
uh, at the airport
the airport.
because international network for free.
Very good, all right. The international network is for free. Mr. Wei, if you connect your phone to go to Canadian airports internet, who will you ask? Who will you ask for get the password of a Canadian airport internet?
I think for free. Uh, uh, I think for free. So I I will use is the um, early.
You think it is for free, so you will use it. You will use this soon, all right? We don't say early, early like you go to the meeting early or you go to the meeting late. But I'm not asking about when you use the airport's internet. I don't ask you about when you will use the airport's internet. I'm asking about the password of the Canadian internet. How do you get the password of Canadian internet at the airport, Mr. Wei? How do you get the password of Canadian internet at the airport?
If I don't know, I will ask the staff uh, uh, airport staff.
Very nice. All right. You said that if you don't know, you will ask to the airport. You will ask the airport's staff on your luggage. Can you tell me the weight of your luggage? The weight of your luggage. Luggage. The weight, that is WEIGHT. The weight. How heavy? How heavy is your luggage? And how much does your luggage weigh? We have the word weight, that is trọng lượng. And here we have another action verb that is weight, that is nặng, bao nhiêu. Thường thì người ta sẽ hỏi là how, okay, ví dụ như là, for example, they say that how, okay, how much, nói là bao nhiêu. How much does the bag, how much does the bag weigh? Weigh. All right. The next sentence that is okay. What is the weight of the bag? This is the second way for you to ask about the kilograms of uh, of your luggage. All right. Or they are gonna ask you something like, how heavy is your bag? So we have three ways to ask about the kilograms of uh, of your belongings. All right, Mr. Wei. On here, Mr. Wei, okay, can you show me the weight of your luggage, Mr. Wei? We have the word luggage, okay? Luggage, luggage, all right? The same as the word luggage is the same as the word suitcase. All right, suitcase, luggage. So how heavy is your luggage, Mr. Wei? How heavy is your luggage?
I don't use luggage.
Yes.
I use the bag. The
Okay.
bag.
bag. Very nice. So here you keep your clothes in the bag. You don't keep your clothes in the luggage. You don't use luggage. Very nice. So how heavy is your backpack? Your pack. You're right. Your backpack. Yes. What had the word backpack? The backpack. Ba lô đeo lông. Ba lô lông. So how heavy is your backpack, Mr. Wang?
Uh, my backpack weight weight 7 kilogram.
Very nice. All right. 7 kilograms. And do you have to pay for, okay, do you have to pay for, okay, the suitcase weight for your backpack, Mr. Wang? Do you have to pay extra
Uh,
for the bag?
my backpack for free.
Oh, it's just for free. Oh, but why is it free for you to carry the backpack on the plane, Mr. Wei? Why is it free for you to carry the backpack on the
Uh, uh, because my backpack uh, weight 7 kilogram, and so I um they are they are for free.
Oh, very good. Your backpack only weighs 7 kilograms. And if we have the extra fee for suitcase. We have the extra fee for suitcase. As I remember, if the kilograms of the suitcase is more than 10 kilograms, you will have to pay for the suitcase airport fee. But if the suitcase is below the 10 kilograms, you don't have to pay any kinds of extra fees. Is it right, Mr. Wade? Is it right?
Yes.
And can you show me, okay? Can you show me the weight of the suitcase? Can you show me the weight of the suitcase for which you have to pay extra money? How heavy is your suitcase? How heavy is the suitcase, which makes you pay extra fee to carry it to Canada? How much? How heavy is the suitcase that you have to pay extra fee if you want to carry it to Canada? How much? Okay. How heavy is the suitcase? How heavy is the suitcase that makes you pay extra fee if you want to carry it to Canada, Mr. Wade? We have a question.
Oh,
Yeah. So here again, I have a question like this. How heavy is the suitcase? Okay, is the suitcase that makes you pay extra fee that makes you pay extra fees if you want to carry carry it to Canada. I'm asking about the weight. Okay, I'm asking about the weight. So how heavy is it? Can you show me, Mr. Wade? How heavy is the suitcase? Do you know, Mr. Wade?
oh.
Yeah. Do you know? Do you know? Okay. Do you know? Okay. The okay the do you know the weight of the suitcase that you have to pay extra fee? How heavy? Là nặng bao nhiêu? The suitcase. Okay. How heavy is the suitcase that makes you pay extra fee? 7 kilogram suitcase will not make you pay extra fee. So how heavy is the suitcase that makes you pay extra fee, Mr. Wade?
Chúc quay quay đen I must pay.
Yes, very good. So can you show me the weight of the suitcase that makes you pay extra fee.
Oh,
How heavy is the suitcase that makes you pay extra fee, Mr. Wade? How heavy? How heavy, okay, is the suitcase? How heavy is the suitcase, okay, is the suitcase that makes you pay extra fee, Mr. Wade? How heavy is the suitcase that makes you pay extra fee? Can you share?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. So
I
here,
don't know. I don't know because I am I don't sign send suitcase, so I don't know.
very good, right? Okay, so here you don't okay you don't use the suitcase, so you don't know. You don't use the suitcase, so you don't know. Very nice. Okay, so do you bring anything? Do you bring any kinds of equipment with you to the airport, Mr. Wade? Do you bring any kinds of equipment with you to the airport?
I don't bring equipment.
You don't bring equipment.
I just bring the clothes.
Okay, all right. So what about phones? Phones, laptops, iPads, those are electronic equipment. Phone is an electronic equipment. We have a word electronic equipment. So do you bring phones, iPad, or a laptop with you to the airport?
I bring my phone.
You bring your phone. Okay, so here, Mr. Wayne, you said that you work in a restaurant. You work in a restaurant. Do you bring, do you have a, do you have a document? Do you have document in hand to prove your work in, okay, in this Canadian, okay, restaurant? Do you have document to prove your work in Canadian restaurant, Mr. Wade?
Uh, I uh, I uh, I have I have a work cooking license.
You have a cooking license. So what about the restaurant? You said that you will work in a restaurant. So what document do you have to prove that you will work in this restaurant? What document do you have? Any documents? Any documents? Any document to prove your job in a restaurant, Mr. Wade? Any document?
Uh, I uh, I have a document. Um, uh, I am cooking for the restaurant in Vietnam.
Yes, you have a document, okay, to prove your your job in Vietnam. So what about documents in okay in Canada? Do you have okay, does your boss send you a working contract to prove that you are accepted to work in this in his restaurant? Does
Uh,
you are
I
working?
have I have I have uh, employer employment or introduction.
Oh, you have the
I have a letter of introduction.
you have a letter of invitation, right, Mr. Wei?
Yes.
Invitation, all right? We have the word like invitation. We shouldn't say introduction. If you use the word introduction, it means I introduce you.
Introduction. Um, invite me go to Canadian to work.
Very good. So that is okay, the invitation letter. The invitation letter. Invitation letter means okay, people are gonna invite you okay, to work for them. Invite somebody or get to somewhere with you. Invite somebody to somewhere. Very nice. And when did you receive this invitation letter, Mr. Wei? When did you receive this invitation letter? When did you?
I see uh, invitation letter um, uh,
Yes.
2 years ago.
Oh, you received okay, the invitation letter 2 years ago. So can you show me the reason why it took you so long, to go to Canada like this?
I must make a paperwork.
Oh, you must.
The paperwork is a lot of wrong.
Oh, very nice. All right. Okay, so here we should say that the paperwork contains paperwork paperwork contain lots of false information. So I have to okay supplement some document. So here we have the word supplement something A to B, or we can say supplement A, which means right, also. So here is the way we have the next word that is contain. Here you can say that the paperwork contains a lot of wrong information or false information, which is the reason why you have to supplement some document to get to complete the requirements of the paperwork. We have the word like requirement. Do you remember this word, Mr. Wade? Requirement. Requirement. Here we go. And we'll have the action verb that is required. It requires somebody to do something for you. And we have the word, the action verb requirement. And Mr. Way, okay, it has been 2 years. It has been two years since you applied for the job in this restaurant. How do you feel? How do you feel when you have to wait for such a long time like this, Mr. Way? How do you feel? How do you feel when you have to wait such a long time after you apply for the job in Canada?
Uh, I feel I feel worried uh, when the paperwork um, uh, when I must supplement the paperwork.
When I must, okay, supplement, where there was supplement, okay. I have to supplement some,
Supplement paperwork for uh, for um, uh, for Canadian embassy.
yeah, you need to supplement the paperwork to the Canadian embassy. All right, Mr. Wei. And do you have to pay any kinds of fees when you work on the paperwork? Mr. Wei, do you have to pay any kinds of fees when you work on the paperwork?
Uh, I must pay money for paperwork. Uh, the It's don't fee.
Yeah, it is not free. It is
It's not free.
yeah, it isn't free. Very nice, very nice. And here, Mr. Wei, how how do you get how do you receive the invitation letter, Mr. Wei? How do you receive the invitation letter?
Uh, I uh, I receive by email.
Very nice. You receive by email. You receive it by email. And here, do you do you understand everything from the invitation letter, Mr. Wei? Do you understand everything written on the invitation letter? Do you understand everything?
I I asked my my sister uh, to uh, dịch
Yeah, to translate.
test
Translate. Okay. I asked my sister to translate the document into Vietnamese for me. Okay. We have the word translate. Very good. All right.
translate
Translate. And
translate.
how do you meet your boss, Mr. Wade? How do you know? How do you know his restaurant is looking for staffs? How do you know his restaurant is looking for staffs, Mr. Wade?
Uh, I don't know.
You don't know, but
I don't know.
so here we should have the word like this. Okay, so please, okay, here we have like problem. Okay, how do you know? How do you know the restaurant? Okay, the restaurant is employing no staff or looking for no staff. Làm sao bạn biết cái gọi là cái nhà hàng nó đang tuyển, ok, nó đang tuyển người mới ở đây.
Oh,
Right.
uh, I know. I know. I know. On online.
Oh, you find this information online. Very nice. Okay, Mr. Wei. And here, if you say you find the information, okay, the employment information, we have the word like this: employment information, Mr. Wei. Employment information, employment information, employment
Uh,
information.
I
Yes, Mr. Wei. You say that you okay,
employment
you find the
employment information.
employment information. It means you find okay, you find the information about the jobs. You find the information about the restaurant jobs online. Um, job information. It is employment information. We have two words, all right? Job information, job details, or job information. All right. So here you find the job details, or we can call it as employment information. So here, Mr. Way, you find the employment information online. But how do you contact your boss? How do you contact your boss online? How do you contact your boss online, Mr. Way?
Uh,
Online.
I contact um, I contact with my boss with my boss by uh, uh, message.
Very nice message. But what kind of message? What kind of message is it, Mr. Word? We have phone message. If you send a phone message from Vietnam to Canada, it's gonna cost a lot of money. Or we can send Zelle message or Facebook message or by email, Google Mail. So here you say you send a message to your boss. How do you send a message? What kind of message is it, Mr. Wade?
I I use Facebook.
Very good. You use Facebook. All right. And do you know your Facebook? Do you know your boss Facebook, Mr. Wade? Do you know your boss Facebook?
I know my boss on on um, on uh, uh, job uh, job information.
Very good. Okay, you said that you know your boss on the job, okay, on the job information website, on the job seeking website. Job information là thông tin nội dung của công việc, nội dung tuyển dụng, dùng từ tuyển dụng thì ở đây mình có là employment information, còn nội dung công việc job information nó hay hơn là mình sử dụng là employment information. Như vậy thay vì dùng employment details, employment information thì từ mà nó nó gần gũi thì anh quay sử dụng là job details hoặc là job information. Còn có thêm một cái từ hồi nãy mình hay nói là bây giờ tôi thiếu thông tin, tôi sẽ bổ sung những cái thông tin của tôi thì mình nhớ đến cái từ nộp cho tiếng Anh. Nộp tôi gọi là submit, trong tiếng Anh là nộp. Như vậy mình nộp thêm cái gì đó là submit, ok, extra này, ok, hoặc extra hoặc là additional là thêm là tính từ. Như vậy tôi nộp thêm giấy tờ I submit extra paperwork or additional document, tài liệu rồi tôi bổ sung, ok, và làm nộp thêm cái thông tin bổ sung cho ai đó, information to người nào đó trong tiếng Anh. Như vậy nộp cho ai thì mình dùng thêm to, tập không có gì. Còn cái từ nộp thì anh quay như nó cái từ là submit trong tiếng Anh. Very nice, okay. And here, Mr. Wei, how long have you been in contact with your boss, Mr. Wei? How long have you been in contact with your boss? How long have you been in contact with your boss?
Uh, I can contact with your boss, my boss, um, one a week.
Very nice. You contact your boss, okay, once a week. And how do you, okay, and how do you talk to him? Which language do you use to communicate with your boss, Mr. Wei? Which language
Uh,
is it?
I use Vietnamese language to to talk to my boss.
Very nice. All right. You use Vietnamese language to talk to your boss, to talk to your boss. And here, if you say you use Vietnamese language, you use Vietnamese language. What about English, Mr. Wei? Your boss is Canadian or your boss is Vietnamese, Mr. Wei? What nationality is your boss, Mr. Wei? What
My boss is national. Uh, um,
Yes. What is your boss
uh,
nationality, Mr. Wei?
my boss is the nationality
No, national.
Canadian nationality.
Very good, right? Canadian nationality. But how does your boss know Vietnamese, Mr. Wei? You say that you talks to your boss in Vietnamese. How does he know Vietnamese if he is Canadian, Mr. Wei? How does your boss know Vietnamese if he is Canadian?
Uh, my boss traveling traveling in Vietnam.
Yeah, your boss goes traveling in Vietnam. Very nice. And how do you feel? How do you feel when you first talk to your boss, Mr. Wei? Do you feel nervous? How do you feel when you first talk to your boss, Mr. Wei? How do you feel when you first talk to your boss? How do you feel when you talk to your boss for the very first time?
Uh, I feel very comfortable when I talk with my boss.
Very nice. Okay. You feel very comfortable. You feel very comfortable when you talk with your boss. All right, Mr. Wei, can you show me, okay? Can you show me the plans? What position do you in which position do you work at the restaurant, Mr. Wei? In which position do you work at the restaurant?
I just don't know. So I don't so for you.
Yeah, very good. All right. You are just normal. But here, in which position it means, are you a staff or are you a supervisor or okay, a manager or a cook or a waiter? Which position do you apply? Which position do you apply? Which position, okay, do you apply for, Mr. Well? Which position,
I
which position do you apply for?
I forget
Ah,
a word.
a word. Oh, so here, is that a cook? Um, Here we have a question like this. Problem, okay, is a problem. What position do you apply for? Okay, or in which position do you work in? How do you work? Rồi là đây mình đang có cái từ này.
I know the question.
Yeah,
So I forget a word.
a word.
So I work I cook I work in a kitchen.
Oh, kitchen, Mr. Way, kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yes, kitchen. You work in a kitchen. Okay, so here, if you say you work in a kitchen, you are called a cook. All right, Mr. Way, a cook. Okay, a cook. Yeah. Here we have the word like this. Cái người nấu bếp thì được gọi là người nấu ăn, thì sẽ gọi là cook, là người nấu ăn. Dạ, đầu bếp, dạ đúng không? Đầu bếp, ok. Còn
Chef.
ờ, cái nhà bếp thì mình sẽ gọi là kitchen. Đầu bếp được gọi là cook trong tiếng Anh. Còn nhà bếp thì mình sẽ gọi là kitchen trong tiếng Anh. Cook,
Phụ bếp á teacher.
phụ, ok. Phụ. And here we have the word like this, okay. A sub cook. Sub cook là phụ bếp, còn một bếp chính thì được gọi là man cook. Mr. Word. I am a sub cook. I am a man cook. And if you are a sub cook in the kitchen, who is the man cook in the kitchen, Mr. Wade? Who is the man cook in the kitchen, Mr. Wade?
My boss is man cook.
Oh, my boss, okay, is the man cook. Your boss is the man cook. Here, okay, sauce chef. Where are the word? Okay, the next word that is sauce chef, all right. Thường người ta nói cái gì mà phụ anh không sẽ không từ sub vô, còn cái từ gì là chính, thêm từ man, như cái này là mình ráp chữ có chữ. Còn mà trong ngành của nhà bếp thì người ta sẽ, cái từ chuyên ngành của nó là chữ sauce, or sauce chef. I am a sauce chef, ok, được gọi là bếp
So chef.
bếp phó, bếp phó, bếp phó. Còn bếp trưởng, ok, bếp trưởng thì được gọi là a man chef, chef. Thì người ta nói là đầu bếp, the cook thôi.
So chef.
Thường mình nói là gọi là man cook, rồi cái kia được gọi là sub cook. Man cook được gọi là đầu bếp chính, nhưng mà cái này là mình ráp chữ tiếng Anh với chữ tiếng Anh. Còn mà trong chuyên ngành của bên nhà hàng thì người ta sẽ có cái từ được gọi là chef trong tiếng Anh. Chef, a chef, alright.
So chef.
Yes, chef, yeah, alright. And
So chef.
a sous chef and a man chef in English. All right, Mr. Wei, we have lots of things. Okay, so I am just out of ideas. I think that I should stop the class now, and I'm gonna see you at 8 8:30. Do you want to begin the class okay early today, Mr. Wei? Can you begin the class at 8 or 8:15? Because today I don't teach the other classes. I just I have a lot of time today, so this this evening, when do you want to study with me, Mr. Day? When do you want to study with me this evening? Did you want to study with me earlier, or you want to study with me okay at
I
8?
uh, I uh, I have free time, so I study I study um, anytime.
All right, nice, very nice, Mr. Wade. So okay, right now it is at 5:30 already. So see you at 7 p.m. Is it okay, Mr. Wade?
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, uh,
Because
7 p.m. I must eat dinner.
oh, it's okay. So I think that we should meet each other at 8:30. But if you want to begin the class earlier, please message me on Zalo. We can begin the class at 8 o'clock or 8:15 or 8:30. Is it okay, Mr. Wei?
Yes. When is the is study. Teacher send my Zalo.
Oh, all right. I will send a link to your Zalo. All right, Mr. Wei, today I have lots of free time because I don't teach other classes. So we are gonna study it a lot in speaking with each other. All right, Mr. Wei. Okay.
Yes,
So thanks a lot for this class, Mr. Wei. Have a nice evening and see you later, Mr. Wei.
yes. See you later.
See you later, Mr. Wei.
Yes.